This recording of a lecture will be about differentiation involving exponential and logarithmic functions with some applications. So for the first part, let us familiarize the techniques of differentiation involving exponential and logarithmic functions. But before we start, then the second part is application. But before we start, let's talk about some properties involving logarithms. So, logarithms, they are a bit unique because there are a lot of properties which are only unique to mathematical operations which are unique to logarithms. So we have four properties. Siguro four lang properties. Let's start with the product property. So ang product property, it states na kung nakay logarithm of m and n, kanang mn, pwede nimo sila i-separate log m to the base b plus log n to the base b. So inana iyang interpretation, and rules which are stated like this class can be reversible. So kung nakakita po mo log m to the base b and log n to the base b, then it can also be expressed like this one. So two ways na siya. Next is ang quotient property. So kung pangitaw daw nimo logarithm of m divided by n to the base b, ang interpretation na niya class is log m to the base b minus log n to the base b. Or similarly, kung nakakita po kag inani nga form, you can transform that into this one. So they are quite easy to remember. Third is ang power property. This is really useful. When i-evaluate nimo ang logarithm of m with the power p, then pwede nimo ibutang ang p as the coefficient of the logarithm para mas para improve ang iyahang kanabitang sa baka ng mobility, especially for functions that involves higher degree polynomials or functions that involve square roots. Kaya square root 1/2 man ang iyang exponent, so pwede nimo siya buhaton ingon ani. Then logarithm of each side property or one-to-one property, which implies na if m is equal to n, then ang logarithm of each, provided na same sila og base, would also be equal. So inana lang kasayon class. Then kaning change of base formula pod is kanang for logarithms na kana bitang kailangan na to i-evaluate using calculators, in which most calculators kay dili ka makabutang og base. So as an alternative, you will evaluate this one instead. Pwede this one or this one para ma-evaluate nimo siya with at a specific base. So igulan nimo i-divide ang logarithm of x divided by logarithm of b. And by the way class, kung naka logarithm of x, kung inana lang gyud na form, meaning naka base 10 na siya, or logarithm of x, saan akong x logarithm of x to the base 10, pwede po siya ingon ana pagka suwat. So mana siya mga basics. sa logarithm. Now let's move formally to the differentiation formulas or rules involving exponential and logarithmic functions. So we have 5 here na kung evaluate na nimo ang logarithm of base b, what you call this, we need to evaluate logarithm at a base b. So ang u na to is function of x. So if you evaluate na nimo ang logarithm of a function of x or logarithm of u to the base b, mahimo na siyang first part of the answer is logarithm of e to the base b divided by u, or kato equation. Then we would proceed to finding the derivative of function u. So medyo simple ra kay siya og approach, but let's find out. So muna siyang first. Then second is ang natural logarithm rule. So ang ln, tawag na to ana niya is natural logarithm. So ang derivative daw sa ln of a function u is equal to 1 over u, then ang derivation sa u. So mahimo ra siyang fraction form. Then we have the constant raised to a function rule. So manang ginatawag siya nga kanan exponential and logarithmic functions, kay naay constant kanang usually, di ba, makakita na to function to the exponent constant, so constant ang exponent. But what about ang constant with a function as an exponent? So mani siya a to the power of u, where u is a function of x. So ang buhaton nimo is i-copy lang nimo ang a to the power of u, then ln a, then you would then proceed to deriving whatever it is na value sa imong u. Number 4 is ang numbering rule, or kanang Euler's number or Euler's number. I don't know which one's the right term, basta let's just call it Euler's number. So you have Euler's number to the raised to the exponent of u, where u is a function of x. So mani siya ang pinaka-notorious because kung i-derive niyo siya, walay mahitabo. Same lang yapon siya inana. Except na kailangan nimo dungagan og derivation sa u. So if i-derive nimo e to the power of x equal yapon na siya to e to the power of x, kaya ang derivation sa x is 1 man. So that's what makes it interesting. Then ang fifth one is ang function raised to a function rule. So if we have constant raised to a function, then we also have Euler's number raised to a function, then we also have function raised to a function rule, manang u to the power of v, where both u and v are functions in terms of x. So u to the power of v, wala siya ang first na part sa equation as a answer. Then i-copy ra nimo, then you would proceed to deriving v, l, and u. So pangitaan nimo ang derivative ana nga kanabitang given form sa equation. So let's try to solve a few problems. So ang first dari is y logarithm is equal to logarithm of square root of 2x plus 5. So according sa first rule, logarithm of base, so butang lang ako rule 1. Batias akong agi eh. So gigamit niya ang first rule, and that is ang gikopy niya ang u sa denominator, then gi-derive niya ang square root of 2x plus 5. So kana siya, pwede na nimo siya gamitan og power rule or katong square root rule. So this is just a matter of simplification. Kani kung i-times nimo siya by itself, igora mag-cancel ang square root na or radical sign, so man siya mong final answer. Second example is natural logarithm of x plus 3 raised to the power of 4. So this is a combination of or dili siya necessary combination, kaning rule number 2 lang ni siya, or the natural logarithm rule. So mo ni siya ang 1 over u, then i-derive nimo ang du over dx. Then from there, it's just a matter of simplification na lang. Tapos na siya gi-provide na second method dali, which involves using the properties of logarithms, in which gidrop ang exponent na 4 sa x plus 3, iya lang gihimong coefficient. So that way, same lang yapon ang answer. Then third example is y is equal to ln 4 of x plus 3, in which pwede na to siya what we call this, rephrase or rewrite na nakagawas na ato exponent 4. Tapos muna siya kani, tapos pwede pa dyan nato na siya buhatong coefficient, muna natin 4 ln, dili di siya pwede sa logarithm dito. So ang derivative niya is pwede na siya mahimong power rule. Just dari, ang gibuhat niya dira is nigamit siya og natural logarithm rule, which is rule number 2, para mas makita lang ninyo class kung unsay nahitabo ba. So kani siya, simplification lang na siya, then man ni siya imo ang final answer, which is pretty much in in simplest form. Then example number 4 is h of x is equal to log of x square root of x minus 1 all over 2 to the base 3. So kaning number 4, mogamit ta og rule number 1 or ang logarithm of base b nga rule. So i-copy niya ang tibok q sa denominator, which is what happened here, then ang derivation sa u, assuming na u is equal to x square root of x minus 1 all over 2. So kana siya, ang derivation anang kanang term is more of ni siya kanang sabay tawag kanang power rule, combination of kanang dili wala ni siya kanang power rule, dili ni siya quotient rule, simply because ang kaning 2 is magkuan man ni siya mabutang sa denominator, mabutang sa numerator, tapos mag-cancel out na siya sa 4 na mag-result ani nga kuan derivation. So it's quite a different approach pod power rule, which is mapuninitabo dari, Then, the rest of the process is just simplification na lang. Then, mani siya ang imong final answer. Then, ang fifth example is y is equal to ln 1 minus sine x over 1 plus sine x to the power of 3. So, imagine ang imong u ani is 1 minus sine x over 1 plus sine x. So, since naman siya exponent nga 3, pwede na siya buhaton nga coefficient. Muna siya. So, naay duha ka method nga gi-offer dari, which is ang first method is using the differentiation formula directly. So, natay natural logarithm rule, which is equal to 1 over u du dx. So, mana siya nahitabo dari ang rule number 2. So, kani nga part ang medyo madugo kay gamitan jud siya og quotient rule. So, from there, simplify sa ang quotient rule kani nga process. Then, simplification na lang ni tanan. So, mana siya nakapataas sa process, ang process of simplifying it. Then, kani siya nga identity 1 over cos is equal to secant. Nigamit siya identity. Trigonometric identity sa yung final answer. Tapos, ang second na method class is rewriting the given function using properties of logarithms. So, kani siya simpler. Because as much as possible, we do not want to kanang go with quotient rule or kanang rules bitaw nga kanang medyo laborious or taas. So, naay gigamit nga properties of logarithms, which is apparent dari. Kay if you are remember ninyo ni class, property of logarithm kani siya, so that you can avoid the fraction and therefore you can avoid the quotient rule. So, mana siya motivation that whereas kung inani siya nga form, mas dali siya i-derive. Diba? So, mana siya natay ln 1 minus sine x minus ln 1 plus sine x. So, kani siya yung equivalent na derivation, then kani pod siya yung equivalent na derivation. So, sa inana nga form, nigamit ta og rule 2 gyapon ni siya. On both terms. So, this is from there, this is just a matter of simplification na lang. So, kana LCD, then simplification na lang din siya further. Then you would obtain the same answer such as this one. So, I believe nga daghan pa kay mga sample problems dare. In fact, every possible level of difficulty sa sample problems is given sa module. So, it really pays off class that you browse through this module para kanang mas makuan mo ba, mas kana bitaw mas ma-harness ninyo inyong self with the process of differentiation involving logarithmic functions. So that's pretty much step by step. That's what we want here, and that's what is required of you sa inyong quizzes and exam. Now let's proceed with some applications. So like the inverse trigonometric functions and katong trigonometric functions, naputi applications such as tangents and normals. We also have applications on rate of change, or related rate of change. So mo na siya ang two common examples sa differentials of exponential and logarithmic functions. So first problem here is i-resolve na ko ni. Find the equation of a tangent line to the graph y is equal to 4x e to the power of x squared minus 1 at the point where x is equal to negative 1. So ako lang siyang gire-write. So ang curve is y is equal to 4x e to the power of x squared minus 1. So since naman tayo value sa x, i-substitute lang nato na siya sa y. I-substitute lang nato siya sa equation sa y. So therefore itong y is equal to negative 4. Man siya nga process. So nanatay negative 1 comma negative 4 na point. So mas dali na lang itong approach karon. So para maka-determine tag equation, first we need the point. Then second, we need to solve for the slope. So muna siya equation of a line. Muna siya requirements. So ang next na itong napangitaon klase sa nang type point is ang slope. So diyan na ta mo gamit og derivation. Kay ang derivative sa curve is equal man sa slope at that point. So I think natakal nato ni siya sa to ang mga previous nga discussions on how differentials work involving tangent lines and things like that. So di-derive na to ang 4x e to the power x squared minus 1. So that's unsa na siya nga rule. That's rule number 4. Or the number e rule, or the Euler's number. So una is i-copy lang nimo ang tibok equation, which is what happened here. Then saka ka ni proceed sa pag-derive sa du dx. Then the rest of this is simplification na lang. So man siyang equation sa tangent line. Kani. So once na siya sa simplest form, saka lang nato i-substitute ang point or points. Then after substituting, atong slope sa tangent line is equal to 12. So naman tay point slope form, which is kani. I-substitute lang nato siya, then makuha na nato ang equation sa tangent line. Mano ni siya ang final answer. Kani siya nga equation sa tangent line class. Dili din ni siya equation sa tangent line. This is more of equation of the slope. Of the tangent line. So mani siya ang imong final answer. Then ang next na scenario is assess na plane takes off from the airport at sea level or ground level 0 and its altitude in feet at any time t in minutes. So in feet and in minutes, so naka ano siya kanang American nga measure, unit of measures. So ang feet altitude and time rather is given by the law or equation h is equal to 2,000 ln of t plus 1. So ang h mo na siya ang atong height. So find the rate of climb of the plane after 3 minutes have elapsed. So ang rate of climb mo na siya atong dh over dt or ang first derivative sa atong equation h. So since given man ang h, which is sayon nakaayo, igo na lang na nimo siya i-derive. So natay rule number 2 sa pag-derive og natural kanang equations involving natural logarithms. Mo nang natay 1 over t plus 1. Kaya kung i-derive nimo t plus 1, resulting ana niya is 1 man. So wala na siya bearing. Then i-substitute nimo ang time t. So makuha na nimo ang exact nga answer, which is 500 feet per minute. Mano siya ang rate of climb after 3 minutes. Then third example involves kanang circuits or circuits 1, basic nga circuits. When the switch is closed, the voltage across an RC circuit or a resistor capacitor circuit exhibits exponential decay defined by the function v of t is equal to 10 parenthesis 1 plus e to the power of negative 1.5 t volts. So mano siya ang equation sa voltage. I-rewrite lang nako 1 plus e to the power of negative 1.5 t. So mano siya ang voltage equation. So sa circuits class, ang natay circuits na composed of resistor and capacitors, tapos makasinati na siya og kanabitang reduction in voltage or ginatawag na to nga exponential decay, which happens kung i-close na to ang switch or kung naka-loop na siya sa kung naka-loop na ang resistor o ang capacitor. So ang voltage na gina-carry sa capacitor would reduce over time, mainly because of the resistor or R kay naga-absorb man na siya og power. So muna makasinati siya og exponential decay sa voltage which is given at this equation. So find how fast the voltage is changing 2 seconds after the switch is closed. So i-derive na to ang equation sa Vt, manang natay dV of t over dt, derivative of voltage in terms of time. So natay 10, so mahimo na siyang coefficient, so kailangan na ito na siya igawas, muna na siya sa gawas. Then we can proceed to deriving these two terms. Ang derivative of 1 is 0 plus, so i-derive na to ang e to the power of negative 1.5t. So that's rule number 4 ba na siya? Number E rule. So i-copy sa nimo ang tibuok copy nimo ang tibuok term, then saka ka mo proceed sa pag-derive sa negative 1.5t. So ang derivative sa negative 1.5t is negative 1.5. Therefore naatay negative 15 kay gi-multiply na to siya og 10 sa coefficient. Then saka na nato, pag na siya sa simplest form, na atong i-substitute ang value sa time. So pag ma-substitute na makuha na to, ang answer is negative 0.7468 volts per second. So ang negative sign class naga-indicate na siya nga naga-reduce ang value sa voltage. Kaya ginatawag na to na siya nga exponential decay. Then we have population problem, which is rate of change gyapon. A colony of mosquitoes has an initial population of 1,000 and follows growth exponentially. Kung natay exponential decay, napud tay exponential growth. After t days, the population is given by a of t is equal to 1,000 e to the power of 1.3 t. So kung positive ang exponent sa e, meaning exponential growth siya. Kung negative, meaning exponential decay. So show that the ratio of the rate of change of the population to the population size is constant. So ato dang i-prove na ang ratio sa rate of change of the population to the population size is constant. So meaning kanang murag constant ang iyahang na siya constant na kanabitang growth. So usually ang ginapangita man nato is unsa ang population at time t. So kani kailangan nato pangitaon na constant ang kanabitang rate, ang ratio. So obviously ang atong equation kailangan nato i-derive. So mo ni siya. Pero ang atong initial na population or a sub 0 is 1,000. So kung i-derive na to ang 1,000 e to the power of 1.3t, gamit ta og rule number 4. So i-copy na to, then derive na to ang 0.3t. So natin 0.3. Multiply na to sa 1,000, natin 300. Kini siya is ratio. So kailangan daw nato pangitaan ang ratio. So 300 e to the power of 0.3t over 1,000 e to the power of 0.3t. So ang ratio is 0.3. So constant ang iyahang ratio, which is maupod ni siya ang naadara. So that's pretty much the problems involving exponential and logarithmic functions. So ang nakadali ilang ani class is that ang approach or ang differentiation rules and formula involving exponential and logarithmic functions are pretty much straightforward. So dili ka siya complicated. Pareha siya atong inverse trigonometric functions. Ang maka-complicate lang ani class is ang combination of concepts na magtabok-tabok among trigonometric functions, algebraic functions, inverse trigonometric functions, then we have exponential and logarithmic functions. So in reality, this is a combination of all of them, which makes the problem a bit complicated, but nothing that is beyond what we can do. Tapos napadjutay hyperbolic and inverse hyperbolic functions na modungag ani. So I suggest that you do some practice problems, then pick up some problems na kana bitang best represent jud ang mga combinations like ani or kani kay naman siya quotient rule. Pwede pod kani kay na siya staggering na exponent. So daghan kag pwede ma-solve diri class. Tapos provided man ang answer, so that means that this is just a matter of doing the right process. So that's all for this recording. Thank you so much, and please don't forget to ask questions.